Hey everybody, and welcome to a video on how to make $100 or more per day with these awesome side hustle ideas. Or you could also make them into a very full-time income, part-time, whatever you choose. But with the way things are going right now, with how COVID has affected everybody, with the way the job market is, I feel like the more ideas we can provide to the masses, the better, because I think a lot of people lost their jobs and just lost their way in general and just need some fresh ideas. So I'm going to be doing videos like this periodically just to freshen up our list of ideas. So I'm just going to go ahead and talk through each one of these and be on the lookout for more just like these. So let's go ahead and jump right in and cut to the chase. The first number one side hustle that I have personally done and made money from is becoming a notary. Now, a lot of you know what a notary is already. It's when you go get a document notarized and you need your signature and the notary has to put their stamp on it. However, notary service has really evolved. You used to have to go to the bank or go to the UPS store or somewhere where they could notarize your documents for you. But now in the digital age, things have really advanced to where you can become a remote online notary. Look it up, Google remote online notary. So you can work from home, you can register with several platforms for free, and you just wait until somebody needs a notary. A call comes in, you verify their ID, and you make your notary money right there from home. And you just do, however many you want per day, and the money racks up. I personally have done this myself and made very good money. If it wasn't for the fact that my graphic design business is doing so well, this is what I would fall back on if I needed to fall back on something. It doesn't take any experience. It's minimal startup costs. You just pay a fee for the licensing fee and your stamp, but it's pretty minimal. And then you just are good to go. You can advertise on Google for free with Google Business. You can get on Facebook and create a page. Word of mouth travels very quickly. And also searching for platforms that accept remote online notaries is a very key term that you are going to need to remember. Remote online notaries. So once you get the ball rolling, once you get off this video and you go research it and do more research yourself, you're going to want to research, first how to become a notary in your state, what are the qualifications and how much does it cost. Only takes a couple of weeks to get your stamp and everything and get the ball rolling. And then once you have everything official, you can then register with several different platforms. I know notarize.com is a platform where you can register as a remote online notary, and there are several just like that. So you would have to Google remote online notary platforms, and then you would just register for as many of them as you want, and you work the hours that you want, and it's really good money. You can do it from home. You can also travel to people to notarize their documents. I also had a lot of business for people who were in nursing homes or hospitals who weren't mobile and needed a notary. So you can go to them within your city limits if you so choose, or you can just strictly keep it, working from home. You can also become a loan signing specialist, which is like a step up from a notary. It's like an additional certification on top of being a notary. There's an additional certification to be a loan signing agent. And that is where when people are buying homes and all the closing documents on the final day, a notary needs to go over those loan papers and notarize certain documents. And they get paid very, very well. If you research, again, on YouTube, loan signing agent, you'll see there's a lot of testimonials of people who make several thousand per month. And it takes very little time to get the ball rolling. So that is one of the good ones. Go ahead and research that on your own. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Another one that is good is babysitting. And that might not be for everybody, obviously, but if you are in a pinch, if you're at home, if you don't have a car, if you need money fast, babysitting is something that is always in demand because people are always going to have kids. People work and they need, who's going to pick my kid up from school? Where's my kid going to go after school? Who's going to watch them? So If you don't want to become a licensed daycare, which again, there's a minimal fee, you get your license, and then you can, run like an actual daycare out of your home and watch a certain amount of kids and all of that. You can just babysit. You can't babysit more than a certain amount of children at a time. Research the laws in your state. But if you want to do like a couple of kids, um, after school, put some feelers out there on Facebook, on Marketplace, or in the like the groups for your area, like the yard sale groups, the classified groups on Facebook, or just on your personal page. Hey, if anybody needs a babysitter for after school or for all day, I'm open. I have 2 spots left. You want to make sure you use words like 2 spots left, or even if you only have 2 spots and you don't have anybody yet, you want to make sure that you use words like that so that people jump on it. And I guarantee you someone will reach out and say, oh, I need a babysitter. I need someone to pick up so-and-so from school and keep them from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m., whatever the case may be. Very good money in that, and you can start immediately, and I guarantee you there's always going to be a need if you just post. So that's one that you can start right away. If it doesn't matter, how big your home is, if you just want to watch 1 or 2 kids, then just do it that way and make some extra money that way. Again, that's not for everybody, but it is a good way to make extra money. Another way of making extra income is flipping things for a profit. I've also done this. It's very lucrative. I've made good money. My daughter is now doing it. She's a teenager. So, Facebook Marketplace, eBay, Mercari, places like that where you can sell, like OfferUp and Let Go. Those are the platforms where you can sell items. But it's very easy to just go onto Facebook Marketplace, type in the word free, and look for things that people are just wanting to get rid of. And there's a ton of people who are moving. They just want the stuff gone. They don't care, or they're willing to get rid of it for very, very cheap. And you can turn around and flip that on eBay or Mercari, or even on, I've seen people get like coffee tables, for example, or side tables. People like, oh, can somebody come get this? I'm moving, come and pick it up. $5 or free. You go pick that thing up, you bring it home, you give it a fresh coat of white paint or, whatever color paint you think, freshen it up, put it right back on the marketplace and flip it for $20. And you can easily do that if you go on YouTube and research, reselling furniture off of Facebook Marketplace. There's a ton of people doing it full time and making great money. It doesn't have to be furniture. It can be anything. It can be printers. It can be toys. It can be shoes. It can be anything that you find on Marketplace. Get it for the cheapest amount that you can, and flip it. Flip it on another platform, or turn around and flip it right on Facebook Marketplace. Put it in a bundle of something with something else and flip it and turn a profit. You could very easily, very, very easily make at least $100 a day reselling things. You could also purchase things to resell from thrift stores, and like a lot of people sell on Poshmark. You could easily do that. I've done that as well. My daughter's sold several pairs of shoes on Poshmark. Right now she's focused on just like pretty much anything that's not super heavy and big, but home goods, toys, books, anything of value. And I help her source it and teach her like where to get things, and then just turn around and flip it for a profit. Flip it for a profit. And it's so easy to do on Mercari, eBay, OfferUp, Let Go, Facebook Marketplace, or Craigslist. Search for free things or very low cost things. If you see that somebody has had something listed and it's been there for a while, negotiate the price down. They probably want to get rid of it. And then turn around, freshen it up, and flip it. And if you do that just with a few things per day, you could easily make $100 a day, which, if you do that every day, it's $3,000 a month. That's more than some people make at their job. So research on YouTube, reselling on Facebook Marketplace, flipping on Facebook Marketplace, and also research the terms retail arbitrage and online arbitrage. Those are going to be the key terms that you're going to want to search for on YouTube, and then you can dive right in and really get the ball rolling with that. And you can start that immediately. You can do it right now. You can pick things up from your house in your closet and sell things that you don't use. Go through your junk drawers and sell something. I guarantee you'll start making a little profit. If you have $0, you can start right now. Look around your house, find something, flip it for a profit, sell it for a profit, and then take that money and go buy something else, and then turn around and get that money and flip it, and and keep doing that until your profits snowball until you have a full-time income. I've done it. My daughter is now doing it. I'm teaching her how to do it because she wants to be an entrepreneur. She's in high school. She's got the entrepreneurial bug, and I'm super proud of her for that. Not knocking on anybody that has a job. I think jobs are great. I worked in corporate America for years and years and years, but I love the freedom of working from home and just, not having a cap on your income. When you work for somebody else, your income is always going to be limited to whatever they decide to give you every year for a raise. However many 50 cents or whatever little amount of raise they decide to give you every year. Yeah, that's what your income is going to be limited to. When you work for yourself, although it is hard work, you have a lot of flexibility and your income potential is to the roof. Okay, so I highly suggest that. The next hustle that I recommend is a place called Callmax Call Center. I have a friend who works for them, and it's just taking calls from home. You can apply online. They're hiring. It's easy and it's good money. I think they pay something like $20 or $22 an hour or something like that. You'll have to check it out. But you just go on their website. You'll see it right here on this slide at the bottom, and just apply for the job and go there. Go be call center person for CarMax or Callmax. And the next hustle that I want to get into is cleaning houses. Again, not for everybody, but if you're in a pinch, something you can start right away. You can ask around, drop a post on Facebook groups on your personal page. Hey, I started a cleaning business. Does anybody need their house, apartment, business, whatever cleaned up? Message me for rates, and research what the going rates are in your area and be competitive. Put together a free flyer in Canva. Very easy to do. They have pre-made templates. Just drop your information in there and you have a professional looking flyer, and start getting, your first clients. All you need is cleaning supplies. If you know how to clean a house, you can do it for somebody else. And believe me, there's a lot of people who are working really hard who would love to have somebody clean their house. And if your pricing is competitive compared to other people in your area, you're going to get a lot of work. You can also reach out to people who own Airbnbs. If you go onto the Airbnb website, reach out to the owners of the Airbnbs and tell them, hey, I am a professional cleaner. This is my going rate for Airbnb. Please message me if you would like somebody to come in and clean your Airbnb. And they love that because owners of Airbnbs a lot of times don't live in the area. And when somebody rents or books an Airbnb, they pay automatically. They have to pay a cleaning fee when they book an Airbnb. And so you can just tell the owner, whatever the cleaning fee is that you charge, then you can just forward that on to me and I will do the cleaning. Cleaning an Airbnb most of the time takes less than an hour. People there for a weekend trip. It's not like somebody's lived there forever. You go in, you clean up for an hour, you get it back presentable, and the owner is happy to forward the cleaning fee that they collected from the people that rented it right on to you, and it's no skin off their back, and it's quick money for you. If you did 3 of those a day, I think the cleaning fee in a lot of cases is something like $75 when you rent an Airbnb. I'm not sure, but I think it's like something like $75. So imagine if you did just 2 a day, 2 Airbnbs a day, that's $150 a day. That's $4,500 a month if you did it every day. So just think about that income potential. And that would take you, 2 hours a day, maybe? So yeah, Airbnb websites, click on it, reach out to the owners, ask them if they need a cleaning service, and that you will just take whatever the fee is forwarded to you so that it's convenient for them and they don't have to bother with it themselves. They will love that, trust me. The next hustle that we can get into is starting your own print-on-demand store. A lot of people think you need creativity for that. You do not. If you go to websites like printify.com or research on Google print-on-demand companies, lots of them will pop up. Printify is one that I've used in the past. It's really good. They have blank products that they drop ship for you to the customers. So you just go get royalty-free designs, or you can design something yourself if you want to. And a really good resource for that is a website called creativefabrica.com. creativefabrica.com. They have a membership fee, but it's so worth it because there's millions and millions of patterns and artwork and designs and quotes and sayings and all the creativity from artists in the world. I think it's $19 a month or something like that, and you get a free trial, or they have a promotion usually where it's like $1 for your first month and then $19 after that, something like that. But basically, if you become a member, it unlocks all of the millions of gazillions of designs. Those designers give you the commercial rights and the print on demand licensing rights to use their artwork on print on demand products. So you're not violating any of the artist's terms and conditions. You download, like, it could be anything. It could be flowers, it could be quotes, motivational quotes, it could be anything you can think of. They have artwork for it on there. You just download the artwork, you slap it on the coffee cup image on Printify, and they show you how to do it, and then you upload it to the store and you sell it. And the products that Printify prints on, like coffee mugs, t-shirts, tote bags, things like that, they sell it to you for a very cheap price, and then you upsell it to the customer with the artwork on it, and they do all the work. They print it and they ship it to the customer. You don't see it. You never have any inventory. You don't have to worry about any shipping or any of that. You just put the artwork on and you list it, and then people buy it and you keep the profit. So if the coffee mug that their price for the coffee mug, for example, is $7.99, you turn around and you sell it for $14.99. You make a $7 profit off of each mug. The more products you have, the more income that you can generate from that. And people love stuff like that, especially for the holidays, Father's Day, Mother's Day, birthdays, all of that. And you don't need to be an artist. Like I said, get on to Creative Fabrica and join the membership. You have every artwork you can think of under the sun. You don't ever have to touch any type of artwork or graphic design or anything. It's all right there for you, and it's licensed for print on demand. I highly recommend it. I've also done that before, and I have other associates in the industry who have drop shipping stores that are doing very well. The next hustle is something similar, but it is selling your designs on Zazzle. So again, using the Creative Fabrica website for the artwork, you can upload your designs to mugs, totes, t-shirts, shoes, business cards, wine labels, duffel bags, candles, anything that Zazzle.com has to offer, you can slap artwork on and sell it. And the cool thing about Zazzle is when you upload and sell the product, you have access to their entire audience for selling the product. You don't have to find your own people to buy the product. Zazzle is huge. There's millions of people every month that go to that website to buy things. You just upload your product, you make a commission off of each sale, and you set your commission amount, whatever percentage you want. And every time somebody buys something, you get a commission, and at the end of the month your commission is totaled and they send it to you every month on the 15th. I have done Zazzle. I still have a Zazzle store. It's just sitting there. I haven't done anything with it recently because I've been working on other projects. However, with the little tiny effort that I do put into it, which is, I mean, I can't even tell you the last time I uploaded a design, and I have just a few products up there, some business cards, and I think maybe some wine labels or something like that. But it's a couple $100 a month in commission just off of those designs that are just sitting there. I don't even hardly ever log in. I just, all of a sudden every month on the 15th, I get a notification, oh, PayPal Zazzle paid you, and it's usually a couple $100, and I'm literally doing nothing. Imagine if I put time and effort every day and uploaded more and more and more, I would be making, you can make easily, again, a full-time income off of Zazzle. And again, you don't have to have any artwork experience. Go on to creativefabrica.com and get with the membership and access the artwork for print on demand and load it up on every product that you can. List, and list. You can easily list like 30 or more products a day at least on Zazzle. And if you did that every single day, you would be selling in no time. And you have their whole audience. You have their platform. So you don't have to find your own customers. It's awesome. Highly recommend Zazzle. So I think that's pretty much it. The last one that I always say, just as sort of a reminder, because everybody sort of already knows about these, is your regular gig economy jobs. And that is your DoorDash, Uber Eats, Lyft driver, Grubhub, Postmates, Instacart. Those are all the things. But there is a new one that I saw the other day called Favor. I think it was called Favor. And it's basically like, sort of like DoorDash, but I think it's for more than just food. I didn't really spend too much time looking, but it's basically like running errands for people, and it's called Favor or something like that. So if you go on Google and you say gig economy jobs, they're all going to come up. Lots more are being added constantly. I think I saw another one the other day where there's a new one that is where you pick up and drop off elderly people to their appointments or take them grocery shopping and stuff like that. And it's another app, it's a gig economy app like that where you help elderly people with their everyday errands that they need help with. It's another one that just popped up recently that I saw. So make sure you go on Google and just type in gig economy jobs and see what's out there, because it's more now than just DoorDash and Uber and Lyft. It's growing and expanding, and new ones are being added daily. So make sure that you stay on top of that and register for those. I've also tried Instacart before. All of these that I'm mentioning, with the exception of cleaning houses, I have not worked for Callmax. But every other one that I've mentioned in this in this video, I've done myself just to see like what it's like so that I can comment on it and review it. I've done Instacart. I did 2 shops as a test, and I think I made something like 40 something dollars after what they gave me plus the tips that the customer gives you. So, from the time that you take the job to do somebody's grocery shopping to the time that you check out and actually deliver it to them, it's probably going to take like an hour, maybe an hour and a half total, depending on how much stuff it is. And if you did, 3 or 4 of those a day, you could easily make well over 100, 150, even more every day using Instacart, Grubhub, DoorDash, things like that, especially in bigger cities. So those are all fresh ideas. I know that a lot of people have heard some of these before on other channels, but you never know. Some people come here and they might have a new idea that they haven't heard of. So I'm going to do these periodically and just sort of update the list as I find things out myself and just share it with the world, because I think a lot of us out there are looking for a change. I think even though things are opening back up right now with COVID-19, a lot of people were really shaken with everything that happened. A lot of people lost their jobs and never got their job back. A lot of people, um, you know, are still suffering from the effects of the COVID-19, or lost family members, lost their car, lost their home. Like, a lot of people are still in a bad way and still very much recovering from the effects of COVID-19 and the pandemic and what it did to our jobs in our economy. So I think it really served as a lesson for all of us that um, that your 9 to 5 job is never guaranteed. They can shut their doors in a minute and you will be without a paycheck. And that goes for whether it's a pandemic or whether it's not. What if you work for someone else other than yourself? Okay, and that's another perk of being an entrepreneur, even though it's really hard work. If you are working for a company, if you have a boss, that person, that company can take your job and snatch it right out from under you tomorrow and close the doors, lay you off, fire you, cut your hours, and then what are you going to do? So it's always good to have multiple streams of income. It's always good to, get out there and try to work for yourself and be your own boss so that you never have to have that problem and your income is limitless. So again, guys, thank you for watching this. I will be updating this periodically with fresh new ideas. I hope this helps some of you out there, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.